looked like Christian Bale at the beginning of Batman Begins, where he was all scruffy and he had the beard and everything. And I was like, oh wow, that must be a new Christian Bale movie coming out. And I looked at the book and I was like, oh, this isn't Christian Bale. But I read the synopsis of the book and I was like, oh, this is badass. I have to read this.
Oh, Cormac McCarthy is the name
okay.
of the author. Yeah, and the guy who directed The Proposition.
Yeah,
that
where did
Western
Robert
with,
McCormick come from?
I know, I don't think that was easy. That was better than saying Cormac because I don't know who has that. Who has that name?
Yeah,
Cormac McCartney. That sounds like some spice or something you buy at the grocery store for your steak or some shit.
Sounds like a lost member of the police or something.
But man, so the other movie that has this apocalyptic theme to it is 9. Mm-hmm. Have you seen this?
Nope. Mm-mm.
You should watch that trailer, man. It's like
animated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like a CG animated movie, and it's almost like a darker version of that of this game that's out for the Sony PlayStation called Little Big World. Mm-hmm. Little Big World has these little sack people that are cute. Mm-hmm. And this movie has what looks like sack people, but they're like robots or something. Yeah. It's almost like Terminator, like the machines have taken over the world.
So it's like a better version of WALL-E?
Oh, there you go, man. Your arch nemesis for no reason. This is definitely, you know what? You're right. If you were talking about having a darker version of WALL-E, this is something like that.
This may be it.
This may be it. It's a CG animated movie that has no real human characters in it for at least not for most of the movie.
Yeah.
They show you like it starts out like Terminator, like machines have taken over, and they pretty much eradicated human beings. Like there aren't anymore, but
there are no more.
There's these creations that were built and left behind, and they're conscious of their existence, and so. They're wondering what happened to the world, where everybody went, what's the secret behind the destruction, and in the middle of all this, they're being chased by these machines that I guess kill the humans.
Right.
Since they have nothing else to hunt, they're hunting these guys.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, and Elijah Wood.
But these guys are what? Are they like a hybrid of a human robot?
They look like a combination of little robots and potato sacks. Okay. I know that sounds stupid, but
it sounds weird.
You know what? I wish I could show you the trailer, but I'll show you in a little while.
All right, cool. I'll check it out.
But it's like, man, I don't know what's happening with the world, man. It's like, is there something going on?
No, it's because Terminator opened up the door for all those movies, I'm sure, right now. Because as much as people are getting excited, I mean, now I'm only guessing. I'm not. I don't have the answers for you.
Well,
But I mean, as far as like when you get people excited about a movie like Terminator, or at least if studios hear, oh, they're getting ready to do another Terminator movie, and then they're like, you know what? More than likely, people are already getting excited about it. Let's go ahead with some of our apocalyptic films and let's see what happens. So
But I think we had some beforehand too.
Yeah, I guess so. But
I mean,
nothing...
I think there's something going on right now. I don't know if just like in the 50s where we had this thing where we were fearing like the nuclear age and the nuclear bomb, and we had a whole bunch of creature movies, and then like during the era where we had the scare of communism, the Red Scare, we had a bunch of movies that science fiction movies that played on that, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and now I wonder if everybody with global warming, terrorism, talks about nuclear bombs. I wonder if these movies are playing on people's fears of annihilation.
I like to say that, but also knowing how Hollywood works as far as projects that are in the pipeline and other studios see the projects and they may sound buzzworthy at some point. I think studios know exactly like how to. It's like okay, we have a bunch of we have Terminator coming out, we have the Transformers coming out. Let's throw out some more movies with robots. It's like they're kind of gearing it's like they're training the public to get into a genre, and they're like, well, let's greenlight all these. Same thing with like superhero movies. One superhero movie does pretty well. You read or you hear about 3 other superhero properties that that are going well, and then other studios are like, well, let's get some superhero properties and release them.
Yeah.
So I mean, I definitely think it's a trend. Even like in the 90s, you notice the same movies were basically coming out. We had a movie about asteroids.
Oh yeah,
it spawned another asteroid movie.
A movie about volcanoes. Volcanoes. There was another volcano movie.
Exactly. And I think also like a lot of the times, somebody will read a really good script. And somebody will say, hey, I like that idea. Let's do something similar to it. And, I'm sure somebody saw WALL-E and said, hey, you know what? Let's do a more, darker version of this film.
Well, that movie,
maybe people will enjoy it.
The other thing is that 9 was a short. And somebody saw it and said, Tim Burton is producing this. His name is on it.
Oh,
said,
really?
Okay. Let's make this a bigger film.
Yeah.
But
it could just be pure coincidence. I mean,
it could be. I mean, I don't know. It's almost like I was just thinking, like, wow, I don't know if this is some trend, because you're right. It could be. Maybe it's a combination of everything. I mean, maybe like it's funny because in a time, there's this argument that's made that says, hey, well, people don't want to see movies that talk about destruction and grim and
bullshit.
But I mean, I don't know. It depends on how you present it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
people would love to see a great film based on anything, like any subject matter that you can just make a good film out of. I mean, now when a film comes out and it sucks, then I mean, the studios understand that when a movie bombs, they don't think it's because it's a bad script. I think half the time they think people don't want to see that.
Well, it could be like science. Well, a lot of people say science fiction works to address social issues because we don't want to.
It can when it's subtle.
We don't want to. We don't want to face the real issues. Yeah. Like the argument is that nobody wants to see an Iraq war movie because people hear it on the news.
Right.
But we can and if it's a message about Iraq, that's even worse. But if you make a message about Iraq, maybe through a science fiction film that has a subtle message,
right?
People aren't really it's an escape with the message, and people can make that connection on their own later.
And of course, that's always worked because there's been plenty of movies that have done that.
Yeah.
That have followed that template as far as, bringing in a social issue without banging you over the head or tricking you into enjoying a film. And hopefully you make you think as well. But, majority of the time, I guarantee you, half those people who are watching that, half the time they're just like, wow, awesome explosions, cool characters, and the message sometimes is
you
it's
catch
just
the
not
wrong
there.
person.
Yeah, until you have a bunch of movie people tell you exactly what it is, and then they go, "Oh yeah,
that message about war in Iraq was really very prevalent."
Really?
I just saw shit blow up.
I thought Keanu Reeves was just awesome in that movie.
You see the tits on them girls?
Yeah,
that's what I saw.
Those fighting scenes were bad as
exactly. You know what the message about this movie was to me? Explosion in the ass.
Yeah. I don't know anything about saving the environment. Who cares about that
environment?
Shit? Yeah, I just want to see people blow up. Body count. That's what's important to me. Yeah.
You see the environment in that girl's pants?
Yeah, right. Well, people should not. Hopefully, studios won't pull a goddamn The Day the Earth Stood Still with their environmental bullshit. Where I'm like, the issues dealt in the original Day the Earth Stood Still, it still has legs.
Do something.
So why? Yeah,
so, that's one of the things that we do when we remake things. Like I've noticed that when we create new things, we do a good job at making maybe even subtle messages in movies. But when we try to make what's been done in the past, had a real strong message. We fuck that message up.
Oh yeah, we fuck it up.
We water that shit down.
Yeah, we totally water it down. Yeah, and it's upsetting because you think, you hope, you'd like to think there are writers out there that can notice things like that, especially when they're writers. And, watching a movie like The Day the Earth Stood Still, the remake, it's just like, man, well, how you had like a template there, and you were following that same template, but you decided to throw in your bullshit, politics, your own politics into it, and just managed to fuck it up. And you managed also to let people know that, the things that we're worried about it's just goofy, saving the environment. Oh, okay. Well, so what? I don't care anymore.
Exactly.
You made a boring film out of it, and I don't. The last thing I'm thinking about is the fucking environment. I'm thinking about this fucking $8 I just lost watching this fucking movie.
I'm thinking about Will Smith's son, who I hated in that fucking movie.
Exactly.
That kid's destroying the environment. Kill him. You get everything done.
Thinking about how I just don't want to see that fucking kid in another movie.
Exactly.
I can care less about your fucking message. Yeah.
One more trailer that I looked at that, and this doesn't fit into what we're talking about with the post-apocalyptic theme here. I just noticed that there were like 2 or 3 trailers up that were addressing it. I'm like, wow, that's
but real quick, did you notice I think they gave the green light to a new Mad Max film?
You know what? We were talking about that last night.
You did?
With all this stuff going on, maybe they'll green light a Mad Max movie. And guess what?
They did. Okay.
See, I mean, there's something. You're right. There's something going on.
Now, are they rebooting it, or do you know any? Did Carlisle know any news about that?
I don't know. You know what? Mel Gibson is mad as shit anyway right now. Just let his ass go.
Because he just impregnated his wife, or not his wife, his girlfriend.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she's pregnant now.
They should make a movie about his wife coming after him in the next Mad Max movie. Just
dressed up like Tina Turner.
Yeah, exactly. Dressed as like Tina Turner. Let her come after Mel Gibson. Motherfucker, I know you in there. Where's my goddamn money?
Throw his ass in the goddamn Thunderdome.
In the Thunderdome with her.
Just fucking get bitch slapped all over the place. I want to see that. I want to see Master Blaster. No.
Shit, fuck Master Blaster, man.
Mel Gibson has the mind of a child.
Get Mel Gibson's wife and get the youngest son, put her son on top of his wife's shoulders. They're a unit.
The baby.
And put them in the Thunderdome and let them beat the shit out of Mel Gibson. That should be Mad Max 4.
Mel Gibson, who runs Barter Town?
You run Barter Town.
Louder.
A little midget. You run Barter Town. Mel
Master
Gibson.
Blaster run Barter Town.
Can you see Mel Gibson talking to his wife? You run Barter Town. That fake ass Australian. Well, I guess it ain't fake. He really is Australian.
It's not fake.
You run Barter Town. Bitch, you run Barter Town. Get off me.
Where's the pig killer?
Man, but I saw this other trailer. Now, I'm going to bring up a little bit of an issue here. And I know people are going to say, look, here you go bringing up race. I'm sorry.
Corey,
a lot of people like to think that because we have a black president now, everybody like to think like, man, we shouldn't bring up race. And look, I don't even bring it up that strong because I haven't seen the movie. And I don't want to make any strong judgment. It's just something that I know. I'm not making a strong judgment, man. But look, I mean,
I'm curious.
There's certain subtle things that even as a kid growing up black, you notice in that people, the way they portray images. A lot of other people don't know. So a lot of people think, you're just talking shit. You know, that's why I always say, like, when women complain, I might not even be agreeing with them, but I listen. They just recently had this thing go up about the word retard. And people thought it was like, it said, spick, nigger, retard. All these words hurt. Yeah. And I'm thinking, I say that word retard all the time. Yeah. And while I don't really plan on stopping and I don't see anything wrong with it just yet, because I'm not really talking about retarded people, right. I should listen. Maybe it is hurtful. Maybe there's another side to this that I don't see.
I guess so.
I don't know.
But, I mean, regardless, I mean, I'm still going to say it. I mean, well, I mean, no, that's harsh. If there's a retard running around, I'll keep my mouth shut. But it's like,
see, look at you. See, that's where I wouldn't use it.
I keep it to myself.
Sit your retard down. It's like I would not call another. Well,
I mean, it's based off. Okay, now I wish we need to look up the word retard. Isn't its roots from retardation? Well, isn't it?
Well, I mean, everything has a certain root, and it could mean something else. You could say the root of bitch is abused as a female dog. The root of fag is it was a cigarette. The root of nigger was
was there a root in that?
Yeah,
I mean, was there
the root of your black ass? No, no,
from your black roots.
That crust between your toes. No, the root. I guess it was like. I don't know it's for sure, but I've heard theories that it was like describing like slaves from Nigeria and
what retardation?
No. Oh. God damn it! I think you're a retard now.
I was like, you gotta fill me in here. Okay.
No, Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yeah, nigger. Yeah. So
freaking those lousy Nigerians.
Now, see, because they are those words like flame retardant and all that. But words change.
Flame
and sometimes,
retarded.
Yeah, flame retarded, like a flame that's not smart.
But they're flamers. Where's that come from?
By the way, every word is gonna mean something gay in the future anyway. Gay people have taken every word. We can't say shit now.